Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Kudos to everyone who has somehow succeeded in at least 8.1 completion, some of you exploration. It's pretty awesome to see. We're going to take a look at forum posts though. I almost said talk a look at forum posts. It's been a very, very, very long day. So we have seen reports ever since the content came out about the boss, specifically Black Widow's traps not being visible. Reptoid says, "Hi, I just beat this boss, but her traps were not visible. The trap itself works, but was just not visible on the screen. Can this be checked? Makes the fight very annoying." So here's my question. And again, when I ask questions about compensation, I am not trying to be Mr. Negative. I'm not trying to sound like I'm just trying to start something. I just think it's a legitimate question. If something is bugged and therefore it's not visible, and by something not being visible it makes the fight more challenging, isn't there a way to justify those summoners that beat it while it was bugged getting even just a couple revives? And again, I haven't tried this, so this would not be me asking for anything for my specific account. This just makes sense to me because the opposite is true, right? So let's say that something is bugged and it's pro player. Well, Kabam's either going to patch it immediately or they're going to work to take things away. So you don't want there to be a double standard when new content is bugged. And on top of that, when new content gets bugged, that feels like it's, you know, every day that ends in Y. So you can see Lightbringer says, "Same here, I can't see him on the screen. It took the 6-star shards path. I'm not sure if it's a bug or what." Alec Fantastic says, "Black Widow's traps are no longer appearing. They showed up on my first run, but now they don't. And it's just a shot in the dark if I pushed her back into the place where she threw the special. Also, Kitty Pride, Strive, Hood, and Ghost invisibility features are also not working. Not like you can't phase, but they don't actually go invisible, so it's hard to visually play that way. I'm counting Kitty's prowess to know or looking for the phase symbol, but have messed up a lot. These need to be fixed ASAP. They'll cost revives." So, if something costs revives, compensation is natural, especially if and when Kabam acknowledges that bugs do exist. I'm just asking Kabam to be consistent and not just treat it as a pro Kabam anti-player move. It's also worth noting that people who jumped into this at the very beginning are going to spend more revives because they didn't have guides. And on top of that, it's also worth noting that this is the most hyped content we've seen maybe all year. So Kabam shouldn't want to tick off the players who jumped in the fastest by shortchanging them even like 2 level 2 revives. I'm not saying that should be compensation, I'm just giving it as an example. Are traps supposed to be visible on the map? We have questions. And then Kabam Zibbit said, "Hey there, checking with the rest of the team." As you scroll down further on this forum post, you can see that traps are set. And yet, as Karate Mike, shout out to Karate Mike, was streaming, he's fighting Mysterio, and the animations were broken. We have had so many reports of animations broken and things not working. So Dark Knight _94 says, "Now I can't phase Kitty. Kitty Pride's phase not visible now, but the timer is there. But she's taking damage. Here's the proof." And there you go. It's not just her. It was just fighting. Is that... I was going to say... I don't know. I was going to say Invisible Woman. Is that Invisible Woman? In 812, and when she's invisible, well, there you go. She's actually visible. When she's visible, she's actually visible. Kabam Jack says, "Thanks for letting us know, everyone. We're seeing reports of numerous visual bugs. The team is aware and looking into the cause." Now, you know, who knows what the cause is? I'm sure it's some kind of coding issue. But here's the deal. That is complete justification for some form of revives. I'm not saying it has to break the game. I'm not saying it has to be 1,000 units. But if it's going to be harder to complete content, it should just be fixed. I think that is a fair thing to say. So, what do you think? should there be any kind of compensation for this? I appreciate everybody who sent this over and who commented on the thread. I think it's fair to expect if there are bugs, especially bugs that affect performance, Kabam acknowledges it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.